move.
I've been obsessed by this idea of Dutch Batman. I just feel that he would be like the most practical Batman ever in the world. You know, just be like, yes, I'm Batman. I get my better range at Gamma, save money. It's very easy. This is Robin, he's my life partner. I don't beat up drug dealers, I tolerate them. This is the bat signal. It has spiralarm. It's good for my money and the environment. This is the Batmobile. It is, you see this Volvo? It's an old timer. I don't have to pay tax. Yeah, so 18th century, America breaks off from England. Very interesting. They sign the Declaration of Independence. Really not a very independent thing to do though, because they're like, so George Washington's there and he says, okay, King of England, I declare America independent. Have a look at this Declaration of Independence. And I was like, okay, well, what's your language going to be? American English. Yes, we'll have American English. It'll be an entirely different dialect. Okay, well, can I have a look? Yes, sure, we wrote the Declaration of Independence in this new dialect. No, you didn't. You just took out the U's. And you wrote grey with an A, which is weird. And it's like, yes, because that's for Dutch people. So, well, no, because an A for them is an E for that, and our A is their E. So, really what you've done is have them spell it like us. No, we did it with an E, so it would be an A. So it wouldn't be your E, it would be an A. Yes, but Dutch A is an E, so basically it's an E still. Yeah, but it's an A. No. It's, Revolutionary War. Yeah, and it's like, okay, we have this new flag. Yes, oh, this is independent, our American flag. Look at it in its red, white, and blue. Oh, crap. Ours is in red, white, and blue. Okay, that might be terrific, but look at our magnificent stripes. You can't deal with our magnificent American stripes. Have you seen the English flag lately? It's just mainly stripes, mate. Mainly stripes. Oh, but we've got stars. You haven't got stars, because we look to the stars. We're a starry nation. Now, look at our flag more closely. It's basically one big star. Like, it's really... Okay, well, we'll name our towns, give them American names like New York. Some pundits, it's a Dutch audience, so some people are like, those towns were named that before the colonization of America. But in America wasn't an independent state when New York was called New York, is it? Just roll with it, okay? And it's just like, so that's where that went wrong. And if you go a bit further back, we go to where England wasn't like this inner turmoil. Braveheart, and that's a movie I watched, and I based my knowledge of history on movies. And it's just, I have this idea, Braveheart is weird though, because it's supposed to be 1555, but they've got hair products. I mean, they've got crap up there that I'd never heard of. It's just, yeah, that's the weird thing. It's just like, yeah, they can't take our freedom. They can't take my fixation. You know? And it's just like, you know, you could see this L'Oreal ad with Braveheart where they're just like, after a day of pillaging English villages, decapitating nobles and stabbing their wives, I like to come home to a healthy skincare routine. So I use blue bird shit to keep my face. That's good for more what the history pundits get in the Dutch really. Oh yes, it's very clever because the Celtics used blue bird poo as makeup. Dutch audience. And I went to IKEA, and I mean, IKEA is just, first of all, you've got the whole Scandinavian conspiracy, let's just face it, they give us Lego when we're kids, same instructions, we all know it, no one's saying it. I can build any IKEA item in 5 seconds, because I was from a Lego generation, I can just look at those instructions and done. But it's just, you know, there used to be like, sort of half a bit of furniture, and then it was like, you know, now it's screws and bits. I mean, they just keep breaking the furniture down more and more. I mean, one point you'll just come in and you'll be in the magazine instead of like boxes or just be a rainforest. They give you a chainsaw and you go, yeah. Seriously, what is with these boots? How flamboyant and Nazi am I? Yes, Chance, we will kill the Jews. Look, I have these new boots in fantastic colour. Yeah, and I just think that's one from my dad. It's very different from me. Very classic teenager, went to a lot of parties. and it would get quite violent, and you know, he'd take his dad's car and they'd go off to some other town and beat up people. They'd come back drunks, covered in blood, and the cars would just be like totally crashed. And his grandparents tell me these stories, my grandparents tell me these stories, his parents, and they just look at me and say, "Why do you never go out?" I realise, even for an English person, I don't sound English, because I don't live in England, so I'm really out of touch with like the vocab. I say stuff like bugger, which is really, you only say bugger when you're being shot down in your Spitfire in 1940. It's just really, you know, it's like, oh no, the Richard Honey shot me, you know, that's when you say bugger. It's not. Well, that's been all for tonight, so thanks for listening. Been that.